Hey dear fam, if there is one book you read in 2021, let it be this book by Rajiv Malhotra called Artificial Intelligence and the Future of Power. Please don't let the size daunt you. Once you start reading, you will not be able to stop. And also, please don't get fazed by artificial intelligence in the title and think of it as some technical engineering or science related subject. I personally have the dubious distinction of flunking all through school in science and math, and yet I face zero resistance in grasping information the author has so deftly shared. This book is a godsend harbinger for Indians to get our act together for the advent of AI in all aspects of our life. We were all easing into the AI driven world when the pandemic struck and speeded the penetration of AI, and now the scope is just mind boggling. This book has made me realize what humongous amount of data we generate, roughly 2.5 quintillion bytes daily via our smartphones, be it WhatsApp, Facebook, and even shockingly, Kindle. AI is increasingly embedded in the world around us in a ubiquitous manner, and it is increasingly getting efficient at identifying deeply buried patterns. We all understand the dangers of deep voice and deep fakes where humans can be faked. The deep fake of Tom Cruise went viral recently. How easy it is now to use celebrities to create mass disruptions or to use them as a tool to create some sort of a consent. I was stunned also by the vast amount of unemployment that would be unleashed by AI. The author has explained how paradigm altering AI would be for agriculture, military, education, and even religion. For example, today the gullible and the stupid are easy prey to the evangelical soul harvesters. Now imagine the manipulation power of these theatrical creeps with sensitive data on their prey. The understanding of genomes will make medical implants that we all read about in Elon Musk's tweets highly effective. AI's collaboration with neuroscience is revealing neurological patterns that correspond to specific perceptions, emotions, and actions. This leads to an intervention in the system, hijacking signals going to the brain by inserting artificial signals and thereby creating an experience in the brain that is entirely made up. Can you imagine this level of augmented reality? God help those susceptible to any addiction. In total privacy and devoid of any checks and balances, one can lose all of life savings or future earnings. This book has broken umpteen baseless narratives that we Indians were hiding behind, pretty much like a pigeon who shuts his eyes in the presence of a cat. One such that I am guilty of is underestimating China and believing that China is shaking in its boots with fear because India is becoming powerful. Well, the author has quoted that China is the Saudi Arabia of data. If AI is the new electricity, then big data is the oil that powers the generators. Also, China is the world leader in facial recognition. Now I understand why there are so many Chinese apps like Beauty Plus. Because if I use Beauty Plus or any such app, my face recognition along with Google data could be with the Chinese government. I'm so easy to access. The book shares that IBM's Watson computer recognizes myriad of emotions, tones of voice, personality types. So how vulnerable we are for the engineering of any sort of consent or manipulation. AI induced Battlegrounds have been explored in the book by Rajiv Malhotra ji. The economy and geopolitics impact the sthul sharir, that is the physical body, whereas the psychological control and metaphysics affect the sukshma sharir, or the subtle body of the society. Therefore, there is no aspect of our existence that is untouched or will stay unaffected by AI. Rajiv Malhotra ji has also successfully debunked our whole India winning the world with soft power narrative. At the end of the day, what exactly are we achieving from this power? If nothing, then how is it power? Also, historically, we have made a profession out of either missing the boat completely or, more dangerously, messing up our age old wise systems in favor of fancy foreign ones that are incompatible in our ecosystem. With AI, we seem to have fallen in the same pit yet again. So, with the lopsided ministries napping and our slow compromise bureaucracy, it is truly incumbent upon us to positively engage in this landmine of creative possibilities. How can we incorporate AI in our chosen field? This technology gives wings to achieve whatever we can dream of. I, for one, have been dreaming of a holographic Lord Krishna loaded with all the wisdom of Vedas, Upanishads, Mahabharata, and of course Bhagavad Gita. My holographic Krishna would be my divine companion, and anytime I face a life dilemma, I can ask the Lord for his advice. And maybe with augmented reality wearable devices, I can visit his beautiful Dwarka Nagari. I feel AI can break so many confines of physical barriers. As a society, we need the moorings of a strong Sanatan Dharma education to develop a strong moral compass so we don't get caught in ego satisfying experiences and can use AI to fortify our higher soulful pursuits. We may be a little late to enter this new world, but thanks to Rajiv Malhotra ji waking us up, we are here. The AI juggernaut is on the move. And no, there are no spectators. Either you are mindfully involved or you are mindlessly being led. Are we going to be mindlessly swept by AI or will we ride it? Please read the book, understand the AI universe, and jump right in. This not to be missed book is available on Garuda, Amazon, and Flipkart. Many thanks for listening, and I will see you soon.